Hello everyone, welcome to the land of Brawlhalla. Wait, you thought Brawlhalla was like this? Some form of heaven where everyone is peaceful? Nah. This is Brawlhalla. On this day, you have gathered to listen and hear about the events that lead everyone to run down a hallway like a bunch of maniacs to get there. A fight! Or in this case, a brawl. Welcome to Brawlhalla. The free-to-play fighting game has taken the world by storm in the most recent years. But what has led to this point? What record did it break? Why is Cody Travis eating a sandwich like that? Will be answered soon.
Hey, you wanna see something cool?
For the alpha stage of Brawlhalla, it's, let's just say, bad. The alpha only has 4 playable characters, that being Orion, Bodvar, Cassidy and Lord Rex. Obviously, just like most games in development, everything is ugly to all hell. And this doesn't just apply to only the character design. No matter how disgusting it is, the overall art direction the game was taking at this time was horrible. The stage design felt wonky and overall the game was in a very bad spot. But there was one piece of hope. Huh? What do you mean that's the next stage? But this version has to have something good about it, right? Well, yeah, sure, the characters could use whatever weapon they wanted to use, but that just leads to every character feeling the same. And then there was beta. Yeah, there's quite a lot to beta Brawlhalla, seeing as it had multiple stages on different platforms. There are also multiple stages to the beta on all platforms, so yeah, there's a lot to go over. Also, rather than the ugly as hell alpha characters, which of there were 5, they added 7 new and improved, sleek, clean, and just better looking characters to bump the total up to 12. And then they added Lucian. Oh! Ew! Yeah, he's ugly as hell. Wasn't Alpha Cassidy. Hold on. They actually made her look okay. Yippee! Finally, Cassidy looks competently designed. Anyway, let's move on to dates. For PC, closed beta began on the 12th of November 2014, with an open beta coming out on the 3rd of November 2015. The game then fully released 17th of November, both on PC and PS4. Speaking of that budget airplane that sits on a desk, the beta for PS4 happened a whole 2 years later, with it being a closed beta only released on the 11th of June 2017. It gets a bit weirder once you realise that the game didn't come to Xbox and Switch until the 1st of November 2018 in early access, with a full release coming out just 5 days later. Then the mobile ports dropped. There was only a closed beta for the game on iOS and Android, which released on the 20th of December 2019, the full release coming just 8 months later on the 8th of August 2020. I'm not going to bother talking about the drops on Ubisoft Connect and Epic Games, this is pretty much useless. Literally no one uses Ubisoft Connect as a game launcher, and the only thing people use Epic Games for is Fortnite. So yeah, useless. Well, fine. It dropped on Ubisoft Connect on the 9th of November 2022 and Epic Games on the 15th of November 2022. And so it began. I can't seem to find evidence of the roster on release day. There are apparently 34 characters on release, but as of now, there are 56 playable characters. And that's not even counting crossovers. Brawlhalla has come a long way since the days of alpha and beta, and it's just so beautiful to see how the game has advanced as a whole into the game it is today. But that's not the end of Brawlhalla's story. You see, there's a whole lot more behind the scenes of the Blue Mammoth that went into creating this game. From a small platform fighter to a takeover convention that not even the likes of Smash and the Rabbit Hole that has jumped into. This is how Brawlhalla became the game it is today. Epic skins are basically some of the coolest skins that are available on the Brawlhalla market, but are seemingly only released in battle passes, with buyable epic skins releasing very rarely into the shop. The last buyable epic skin to come out was Shin Sakai Koji on the 16th of January 2016, and the newest one announced as buyable is unnamed but is for the legend Yumiko and is set to release on the 17th of May this year. The most recent Battle Pass skin would be Infernal Warlock Volkov, releasing with the launch of Season 7 on the 25th of January 2023. Epic skins used to just be animated, with examples like Mad Genius Scarlet, the first ever epic skin, who just came with animated weapon skins and a sidekick. Or Apocalypse Mirage, who has animated weapons as well as custom animations for the actual skin. However, everything changed with Koji, whose epic skin received custom signature moves as well as a lock-in voice with a roster spot when skin is selected. Overall, epic skins are overlooked because of how inconsistently they're released and how much they cost, being 300 mammoth coins, which is roughly £10 or $12.53 in the US. It's weird just how many crossovers this game has had, especially compared to the number of epic skins. I mean, the game has more crossovers than it does legends, with 61 and counting. The last crossover was almost 5 months ago with the release of Avatar: The Last Airbender on the 16th of November 2022, which is a breath of fresh air as crossovers literally drowned the game last year. Just by the way, I'm not mentioning the game modes that came out with some of the events, as they aren't really worth mentioning in my eyes. Besides, if you want to know about them, look on the fandom wiki for the event. The first crossover to rear their heads was Shovel Knight. It came with 5 skins: Shovel Knight, Black Knight, King Knight, Plague Knight, and Spectre Knight, all of which came with custom signatures and roster spots. It's definitely worth buying at least one. It came out on the 3rd of October 2018 with a re-release and a new character, Enchantress, releasing on the 27th of February 2019. Rayman was the next crossover, and for the first time they released a crossover as a legend, with his own signature moves instead of mirroring other legends' movesets. Barbara and Glowbox were also released with the crossover on the 6th of November 2018. It also came with a podium. Hellboy was next with another first, and it's the only one to ever do it. This event contained 4 crossovers: Hellboy, Daimyo, Nimue, and Gurugak. Gurugak is a special case as he was, and still is, the only crossover to cost less than the others, costing 240 instead of the normal 300. The reasoning for this is that he doesn't come with custom signature moves. The release for this crossover was the 10th of April 2019. Hellboy also came with a podium that your legend can stand on.
Picture time, come on, grab your friends, we'll go to very distant lands. We'll take the dog and then the human, the fun will never end. It's adventure
Yep, you're hearing that right. Adventure Time came to Brawlhalla, releasing on the 10th of June 2019. The Adventure Time crossover released with 3 skins and a KO effect. The Rain of Cold Rumble KO effect contains characters that didn't make it into actual playable crossovers. The 3 skins are Finn, Jake, and Princess Bubblegum. Little did we know, this was the beginning of the end. Crossover 5. It begins. Around this time was when we got crossovers, what felt like every other update, and it made the game spiral. It felt like just another Smash clone due to all of the crossovers we were getting, and it just felt wrong. But on the right side, at least we have The Rock in the game now, as well as John Cena, who we actually can't see, so it's pay to win, Becky Lynch, and Xavier Woods. These 4 were released on the 8th of April 2019. This was then followed up later that year on the 4th of November 2019 with 4 more WWE legends, which included The Undertaker, Roman Reigns, Asuka, and Macho Man.
We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in garnets, amethyst, and pearl, and Steven.
Yep, another cartoon. The Steven Universe crossover was released on the 4th of December 2019 and came with 4 skins, Stevonnie, Garnet, Pearl, and Amethyst. It also contained a KO effect of another character named Malachite. This was also one of the first of its time to come with a playable map. The Crystal Palace was released when the crossover came out and became a staple in most of the modes of the game, and it's still very popular. Then came Tomb Raider. This crossover, another first, happened. 2 skins for the price of 1. Of course, it's the same character, that being Lara Croft. The original Lara Croft from the first game on the PS1, and the survival Lara Croft from the 5th of May 2013 games. This crossover also came with a podium and a map for the 2v2 game mode that most people really don't like. This crossover came out on the 26th of February 2020.
It started when an alien device did what it did and stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets that it hid. Now he's got superpowers, he's no ordinary kid, he's Ben 10.
Pure nostalgia washed over a majority of the player base when the trailer for the Ben 10 crossover came out. This crossover was released with so many features, such as 3 skins, Diamond Head forearms and Heat Blast, a podium, a KO featuring the main villain, and a new map, Galvin Prime. The event released on the 10th of June 2020. The Walking Dead. This was the biggest thing to grace Brawlhalla because at the time, The Walking Dead was still airing and was still as big, if not bigger, than it is today. This was quite a huge event to come out on Brawlhalla. It also helps that there was 2 parts to the event. The first part came with 3 skins, Rick, Michonne, and Daryl, as well as the KO effect of the walkers and a podium, which was released on the 14th of October 2020. The second time only brought out 2 extra skins in the form of Negan and Maggie, which was released on the 22nd of September 2021. We've hit number 10. There are way too many of these things. Anyway, we have the Kung Fu Panda crossover, which was released on the 24th of March 2021, which featured 3 new skins, Po, Tigress, and Tai Lung. It also came with a KO effect with Master Shifu, and it also came with a new map, Spirit Realm, which was used for 1v1 game modes and is genuinely quite fun and is one of the best in the game mode from a crossover. The crossover which I'm genuinely convinced no one asked for, but we got anyway. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles made their entrance at the Brawlhalla on the 16th of June 2021, which featured 4 skins: Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo. They also came with a KO effect featuring the Shredder, a podium, and a new map, Turtles Lair, which is just a clone of Small Brawlhaven, which automatically makes it one of the best maps gameplay wise, but that won't stop it from being hella ugly. The weirdest crossover in fighting game history has arrived. Street Fighter makes its way into Brawlhalla. It is what it sounds like. A fighting game in a fighting game. At first, they only added like 3 characters from the Street Fighter roster, that being Ryu, Chun-Li, and Akuma, who were also released with a KO effect, a podium, an emote, 4 avatars, and a map for the 1v1 game mode, which was all released on the 2nd of November 2021. But that isn't all. That's right, in an update on the 25th of May 2022, they added 5 more fighters from the roster. Those being Sakura, M. Bison, Darlism, Ken, and Luke. That's it. Yep. Moving on! This section is going to be the end of the crossover that no one in the history of the planet asked for, yet actually has good skins. Released on the 23rd of February 2022, the G.I. Joe crossover is very bland and has nothing really to it. It's just 2 skins, Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, 6 avatars, which is way too much in my opinion and just overloads the market, and a stage which was exclusive to a game mode which isn't even available in anything but customs. Yeah, this map is useless. Okay, maybe now I can say it. Assassin's Creed has made it into Brawlhalla, and it's very similar to the Rayman event. It comes with a unique legend, in this case being Ezio, and 2 crossover skins for the same legend. Like the Lara Croft crossover, where it's 2 skins for the price of 1, we get the same thing here with a gender swap for Ivor, although it's kinda useless as we just get the same weapon skin for both of them, meaning there's no point other than just having 2 versions of the skin. We also get a KO effect, an emote of the leap of foot. Yeah, that. 6 more avatars. Yeah, no, that sucks. But the map doesn't. That's right, we got a new 1v1 map, Florence Terrace, and it's actually really good for gameplay. It all came out on the 27th of July 2022. Castlevania has made its way to Brawlhalla with 2 new skins, a sidekick, 4 avatars, and a stage. For skins, we got Simon Belmont and Alucard, who shockingly replaces Ezio, who came out 3 months earlier. The sidekick is just a literal vampire bat, and the map is a 2v2 map that is both aesthetically boring and terrible gameplay wise. These were released on the 19th of October 2022. Alright everyone, I'm afraid that is all I have time for today. If you did enjoy this video, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see more of this documentary style of video, because I did enjoy making it and the researching side of it was fun, and I might make one again, who knows, we'll have to wait and see. Peace out, much love, see you guys in the next video.